Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you today. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. And let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. Because this would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful group 1. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you today. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. I can clearly see here that your energy, you're naturally drawn here to the card representing Speak Only Love. And what I'm picking up from his energy is that he really feels that you have a strong emotional connection to him. He feels that you are a very, very compassionate person, lots of empathy. He sees you as being very beautiful. The planet Venus is coming through here in your reading with the planet Venus ruling over beauty and love. He sees you as being very attractive. He feels like you can basically have anyone that you desire, or whether it be a romantic partner and even deep platonic friendships. The planet of Venus does rule over that zodiac sign, Taurus and Libra. So those zodiac signs are quite significant here in the reading and can be seen in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. In the sun, moon, or rising sign, the 7th house of relationship, or even the planet Venus. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you today. Right now, you have here the 6 of Cups. And I love the 6 of Cups showing up because it is a high vibrational emotional card. So it's an immediate confirmation from Spirit as it relates to how he feels about you. He feels like he wants to connect with you, to get together with you, to reunite with you. And I also feel like he wants to give you a gift. There's some sort of gift that he does have for you that he really wants to give you. And the cup energy does rule over the water zodiac signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, in the top placements of the birth chart that I did just mention moments earlier. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, he is really involved in his feelings about you. He cares more for you than he allows himself to let on. And I'm picking up that he's afraid to be vulnerable and to really be expressive with his feelings because he's afraid of how he'll be judged or being hurt. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you today. What are his exact feelings about you? And you have here, you came closer than anyone. And this is a clear message here that you got so close to knowing his true feelings than anyone from his past or even in his present moment. He let you in to a space that was very sensitive. I feel like you saw things about him that you didn't expect to see as far as his emotions are concerned. He's a very sensitive person and can be sometimes very temperamental. And he's just saying here that you got closer than anyone. And that's because he cares for you deeply, but he's just not able to show you that. He's closed off due to something that is really affecting him emotionally. He's afraid of close connections because it gives him this fear of being abandoned and not being enough. So that's why he does close himself off. And yeah, so you, on the other hand, you're someone that will wear your emotions on your sleeves. And he knows exactly what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your next moves may be. But with him, it's a mystery. He's quite confusing. And you can't read him that often. But let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you today. What are his exact feelings about you today, right now? And you have here, beggar. So with the beggar energy, let me point out, I'm getting a strong message here, an indication that, yeah, see, he's quite dependent. He's very afraid of being alone. Thank you, Spirit. He's dependent on others to the exclusion of like effort, meaning he won't give his best. He won't put his best foot forward. Although he's gifted, he's talented, he knows what to do, but he has a hard time taking action. Thank you, Spirit. But you know what he feels about you is that he really sees you as someone that is not afraid to confront, empowerment at the level of physical survival. You'll do whatever it takes to get to where you need to be. And that really awakens, your spiritual authority of humility, keeping you humble, compassionate, and allowing you to have great self-esteem. And that is how he feels about you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does his exact feelings about you today, right now? And you have here the Four of Wands. And this is quite intriguing with the Four of Wands showing up, because Spirit gave us that insight earlier about how he really wants to connect with you. He wants to get together with you. And the Four of Wands energy is about that union. It's about him figuring out a way to be even more creative so that you will allow him in your space. Thank you, Spirit. He feels like you're a very free-spirited, free-hearted person. And he just does not have that going on and with his personality. And send him lots of compassion. And I know that you do, but there's something that took place, earlier on in his childhood where he was ridiculed and kind of like told to like be quiet a lot, and he was shut down when he wanted to express himself. There was someone that did not allow him to express himself as a child. And so that's why he behaves the way that he does now. And that's why you don't really understand where he's coming from. But he's concerned about the relationship. He feels like you and him should have a partnership together. Something that's really on the lines of like although it's a relationship, but he sees you as a friend. He sees you as like family because you're loyal, you're dedicated to this, to the people that you love. Those are just your characteristics. And he loves that about you. The Four of Wands energy, that wand energy, it represents that fiery zodiac energy of Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, which are in the top placements of the birth charts seen here, either his birth chart or your birth chart. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I feel like he really wants to connect with you and get closer to you. Lots of confirmation here. You came closer than anyone. That's because he really wanted you to be close. But he allows himself to just really shut down emotionally, and that's nothing you can do about that. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you today, right now. And you have here separation. Very strong confirmation here. Thank you, Spirit. There's sadness in his energy field as it does relate to the separation. He's missing you. He's thinking about you, yearning for you, and he's unsure of the future of this relationship connection. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Which makes perfect sense of why he wants to reunite. He wants to be together with you again. Let's get more. Lots of confirmation here. I'm just really feeling and seeing, getting a message clearly from Spirit that this is a relationship that was quite challenging for you. There were times when you thought this relationship would go somewhere, and then at times you knew it would go somewhere, and then sometimes you just knew it was over. So this is someone where you are not sure yourself what's going to happen. You're unsure of the future connection as well. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you. And you have here the Page of Cups. And I love the Page of Cups showing up directly under here, the Six of Cups, the 2 cup cards, strong emotional connection, as Spirit did give us that insight earlier on in your reading. He's in his feelings big times over you. He feels very strongly about you. Thank you, Spirit. And with the Page of Cups energy, he thinks about whether or not you'll find someone new, if you have a new love interest. And he also thinks that maybe you'll be in a relationship with someone that you work with, or surrounding your work or your creative goals or talents, something like that. He thinks about that a lot. Again, that cup energy does rule over those water zodiac signs: Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Very strong emotional energy here and water energy. So he's very sensitive about the subject matter of speaking about you. If people do mention you, he does not react because he's very well, he's so much in his feelings over you. And he feels like there's something that you may be hiding from him, like you're not really telling him the truth about how you feel about him, and whether or not you would be in a new relationship. He's concerned about that a lot. Send him lots of love and white sparkly light, because this is something that he really would need right now. Thank you, Spirit. So group 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 2. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you today, right now. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. So I can clearly see here your energy. You're naturally drawn to your card. You come from love. And what I'm picking up with his energy as it does relate to your card of choice is that he sees you as like the apple of his eye. You're someone that makes a big impression on his mind, on his heart, and the planet Venus is showing up here very strongly. Venus, the planet of beauty and love, ruling over Taurus, and Libra. Those earth signs are that earth sign and that air sign. It's very significant here in this reading. I'm also picking up that here he wants you to show him how you feel about him. He needs you to contact him. He needs to be in close proximity to you at all times. Even if you text him or, talk to him on the phone, he really needs to know that you care. This is what he is feeling about what you should be doing. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you. And you have here the King of Cups. I love the King of Cups showing up because the King of Cups is a high vibrational feeling card. And the cup energy does represent the water and emotional energy. Thank you, Spirit. And with the King of Cups energy showing up here, he's very afraid that you're going to meet someone that has a lot of power, and this person is just going to sweep you off your feet. He's afraid that this person will give you the life of your dreams, travel with you, be there for you, listen to you, support you in every area of your life. He's afraid of that. That's something that really bothers him. He wonders also if he's good enough for you, because he has been closed off emotionally. He will not fully tell you how he is feeling. He'll beat around the bush. He will deter you from asking him about how he feels about the relationship. Thank you, Spirit. That's why he's insecure about this King of Cups. He's afraid that you're going to meet someone and they will support you in every way. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you today, right now. And you have here, I feel you even though we are apart. Very strong confirmation here because The reading started out with him being deeply in his feelings, deeply in thought about you. Yes, he does. You have a strong impression on his heart and his mind. Everything reminds him of you. No matter where he's at, he could be at the grocery store, the park, on social media. Everything reminds him of you because he cannot stop thinking about you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you right now, today. And you have here companion. So with the companion energy, he really sees that. He can really see. He knows this about you, that there is this loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness about you. And that is what has him addicted to your energy, because you're real. You're real. I do want to point out that you've experienced a bit of betrayal from him, because he misuses confidence, which in turn gives him like this loss of personal identity. Meaning, by him betraying you, being dishonest, you don't see him in the same way whatsoever. And that bothers him a lot. He knows that he can't take back what he did, but he's really hoping that you have this great sense of empathy to forgive him. And Spirit is encouraging you to always forgive people, especially people who have done you wrong, because to hold on to hurt is a weight, and it also hinders you from connecting with a person like a King of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you right now. His exact feelings. And this card just flew out of the deck, ascending. He know that this relationship was quite challenging, but how he feels about you is that you're able to transcend obstacles, and you're learning from this relationship with him, and that learning, the pain is giving you expansion. It's allowing you to go and to enter a new phase of your life and preparing you for a new union with a King of Cups. Now, he may act like he doesn't know these things, but he is fully aware that you are growing right now. There is an obvious glow up about you that he does recognize. And it makes him a little nervous, because he knows once you let completely go, that's it. Yes, you're ascending very nicely here, because you're paying attention to yourself, to who you are, focusing on self-care, self-love, self-respect. And you're just not listening to the things that he throws at you. You're not believing everything that he says. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you right now. And you have here the Two of Wands. So with the Two of Wands energy, this is fiery, passionate, enthusiastic energy, spontaneous energy, fire zodiac sign, representation of Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart. as a confirmation here in this reading. In the sun, moon, or rising signs, the seventh house of relationships, or even the planet Venus. You know what he's saying right now about you? He's saying you're temperamental and you're moody. But it's not that. It's just that he's can trigger you. He can trigger you. And he gets a kick out of triggering you as well. So Spirit is encouraging you. If you really want to be on top of your emotions, when you do speak to him with kindness and tact. If you really want to confuse him, be very calm and relaxed when you deal with him. And you will confuse the heck out of him. He'll be like, oh my God, I can't influence her anymore. What's wrong? What's wrong? But here, he wants to make plans with you because he wants to partner with you as well on something creatively, something to do with work. And because he feels like you can influence many people. You have a gift to communicate, and people are naturally drawn to you, to your personality, your warmth, your generosity, and your realness. And he knows that about you. So he wants to make plans with you, like dating plans. He's not going to tell you, hey, I want to work on a project. He's first going to say things like, hey, we should get together. We should go out. We should do this. Let's go on a date. Things like that. That's his first step. That's what he's feeling right now. Connecting with you in more ways than just love, or not only love, but creativity and business. Before someone else does, like this King of Cups. He's trying to move really fast right now. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you today, right now. And you have here the Four of Swords. And with the Four of Swords energy, this is communication, air energy. This is how he feels you have been treating him or communicating with him. Let me do point out that the sword energy represents the air zodiac signs of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Quite significant here in this reading, and I did mention Libra earlier on in your reading with your first card drawn here. You come from love, because Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, the planet of beauty and love. He feels like you're unbothered. He feels like you're definitely taking time out to take care of yourself. You are retreating. He can't get to you if he wanted to. Even if you do talk to him or text him, he feels like you're at this time in your life where it's like you're retreating now. He feels like you are growing younger. You are not allowing yourself to be weighed down with stress and with the stressful, relationship connection with him. You're not about to do that. You're unbothered here with this Four of Swords energy. Daily self-care regimen. Going into solitude, making sure that you are fully recovered so that you can begin a new phase of your life. Thank you, Spirit. I love this showing up here, the Four of Swords, with ascending here, growing, entering into a new phase, entering into a new relationship. He feels you're on your way to doing exactly what it is that you want to do. Connecting with someone very deeply in a romantic partnership, and being friends with very loyal platonic partners as well. Very pressed about companionship here, as it does relate to you. Who are you dating? Where are you going? What are you saying to this person? Are you chatting with someone on the internet? He's very pressed about that. Watching your social media as well with a private account. He's there. He's very nosy in that way. He has prying eyes. And this guy, just trust your intuition because he's very deeply involved emotionally with you, about you. So group 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 3, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you today, right now. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. I can clearly see here your energy. You're naturally drawn to your card, Whispers of Your Soul. And what I'm picking up from his energy is that he feels like you are just really over it. And you really are taking time out to renew your spirit. You are going into solitude. You are just in this place of where you are entering into a new phase. And that new phase is really allowing you now to just rest right now, and renew your spirit. He feels like you're ignoring him as well. And you're retreating, like you're trying to stay away from him on purpose, not taking his calls so much or answering texts, or even messaging him on social media. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you today. And you have here the 10 of coins. So with the 10 of coins energy, this is physical and earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, seen in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. Seen in the sun, moon, or rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus. And what I'm getting a strong vibrational, intuitive feeling is that with the 10 of cups, 10 of coins energy here, you know what he really wants? He wants to reconcile. He feels like you are on your way to like building something really great for yourself, and he wants to be a part of that legacy. He played games. He slowed things down. He was very immature, in so many ways in this relationship. Wasted a lot of time that you felt. Thank you, Spirit. But it feels like you're building your life from the ground up. You're doing things different now. And your focus is on yourself and the people you really care about. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you right now, today. You came closer than anyone. Thank you, Spirit. So he's saying here that you are someone that came closer to figuring out who he really is than anyone else from his past or even present. You uncovered some things about him that you really have not even spoken to him about. And sometimes those things are right on the tip of your tongue. But Spirit is encouraging you to just be quiet. Don't say those things because they don't matter. They don't matter. And allow Spirit to uncover the truth for you. You don't have to seek, because the universe is very fair, and what's done in the dark will come to light. You came close to figuring out who he is. I feel like you found out about a different part of his personality that was not shown to you at the front of the relationship. And you're the only one that really has been able to do this. You know about his insecurities and indiscrepancies. You know what he's really about. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you. Thank you, Spirit. You have here, victim. Thank you, Spirit. So he does know that you have this high intuitive gift. And let me point out that the intuition is ruled by the planet Moon. And the Moon rules over the zodiac sign of Cancer. So Cancer is quite significant here in the reading. I feel like with the victim energy showing up here, he does, tend to play the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, and he has the inability to maintain personal boundaries as well. Although you feel like this relationship has been challenging, and at times you did feel like you were victimized by him as well. But where you have grown at is that you prevent yourself from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. And that's where you win. You are fully aware of the hurt that this relationship connection has caused, and you refuse to be that way or do that to someone else. And Spirit is acknowledging your strength there. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. He feels like he has victimized you as well, with the manipulative things that he was doing. I feel like there was a lot of betrayal. There was dishonesty. There was him running away from you emotionally, not giving you attention, ghosting you. But you're better for it. You're stronger. And you have more self-confidence, self-love, self-assurance, and self-respect. So you are winning right now. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings. And you have here the Creator. So with the Creator energy showing up, let me just point out here. He feels like there's nothing that you can't do. You have shown him that you are going to be good regardless. And there's nothing that you can't do. There's no obstacle that you can't overcome. He sees you as being very strong. He knows that you can create the outcome in your life that you want, the relationships as well. You don't need him for anything. You know where your blessings come from. You know that divine intelligence and the source energy is what gives you everything that you want. And he knows that too. You know what, too? He thinks about how you're connected with the universe, and it really blows his mind. He's like, this girl is so connected, and he can feel it like he can feel not your connection, but he can see it in your life, how you are growing and evolving. He knows that there's something higher that is supporting you and helping you. Thank you, Spirit. And you know that as well. You're very connected to the creator of the universe. You're always seeking support from source energy. And Spirit wants you to know that you are guided, you're loved, you're protected, you're blessed. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you. And you have here, not enough. He's frustrated about the relationship connection. And he has lost confidence right now. He's in a state right now where, he's self-sabotaging. And he's sabotaging other relationship connections as well, even platonic relationships. He cannot even connect with anyone romantically because of his fear and his ego issues. And is also a very jealous-hearted person. So that's why he's not able to connect with people at all, because those energies are the energies that repel. And because this is the frequency that he's on, this is what's causing the separation. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings. I do want to point out that Spirit is giving me even a clearer message here for you to trust your intuition. This guy he's jealous, of you. He's jealous about your glow up. He's jealous about your connection with source energy. So trust your intuition. He's not worthy of closure. He's not worthy of anything if he is very toxic. The only thing you can send him is love and compassion in energy form. If this is someone that, has put you through so much trauma, then Spirit is encouraging you to walk away, because you will definitely meet other people that connect with you and appreciate you, that has that reciprocity energy of loyalty and love, dedication, and admiration. You'll feel the same for someone else as they do for you once you see yourself in that way and you completely let this person go with love. Thank you, Spirit. Because right now, he's definitely very frustrated about his relationship status. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you. Two of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. So with the Two of Cups energy, let me point this out, that this could have been a relationship that was a very close relationship, like a marriage or someone that you thought, someone that was a romantic partner, someone where there was a proposal of some sort. But also what he's feeling right now is that this is where you're going to be. You're going to be in this very loving relationship, this deep partnership, this love where, it's a choice. And it's the strength of two people together, supporting each other, loving each other, friends with each other. He's pressed about that. That's how he feels. He knows that that's where you are. That's where your heart is. So you can't help but be there. And it bothers him because he know he messed up. He know he did. So group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.